Hey guys, spiritual whistleblower here. I am excited because you know what? This Saturday, October 1st, I'm going to be in Houston, Texas. That's right, y'all. See my skin glowing? I'm glowing. Hold up a second. I just noticed I'm glowing. See, that's the glow of God. That's the glow when you know you are divinely covered. Okay, you are covered and smothered in the divine cloak, spiritually guided. So I feel so wonderful today. I will be in Houston, Texas this Saturday, October 1st. October kicks off Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So this Saturday is a very special date for me. For those of you that got your tickets, you should have the address of the location. If you don't, email me a screenshot of your receipt and I will send you the exact address this Saturday, 5 p.m. We're going to come together in Houston, downtown Houston. I won't tell you where. You got to find out. You got to get your ticket. So, this month, I basically have been doing several videos on toxic narcissistic friendships. And I've been getting so much positive feedback. You guys are really loving it. I read all the comments, some great comments. I really tried to brush on every aspect, every angle of toxic friendships. Next week, I'm going to start getting into self-care. This week, I'm going to wrap up the friend. I think I've spoken enough about the toxic friend, narcissistic friend bit. But just to give y'all an idea of, some of the different tactics and different angles that they can come at you, and just to turn up your discernment and to trust your intuition, and really understand that when you feel that something is off, when you're in a group like setting with a group of friends, if you feel that something is off with someone, I need you to really trust your intuition. That's really God. That's the spiritual realm trying to get you to wake up and say, you're absolutely right. This person is toxic. This person has the Jezebel spirit in them. They're manipulative. They're not a real friend. They're a snake. So the past month, I've covered videos on friends who use you as a stepping stone to get closer to somebody else in your group. A narcissist will use people. They have hidden agendas. So like I said, in a group setting, if one of your friends has a lot of money, they're wealthy, the narcissist will use you and step on you and pretend to be friends with you just to get closer to the friend that has the money. They're doing this whole divide and conquer game, a manipulation game, and they do shit like that. I spoke about mirroring. You know what mirroring is? A narcissist has no identity, so they'll hold a mirror up to you and they will mock your personality. So like I said, like for me, I've had to get rid of people from around me that were fake because they pretended to be for the same causes. They pretended to be domestic violence advocates. They pretended to, I love spreading awareness about black femicide, which is the murder of black women, protecting black women. They might get around me and say, oh, I'm for that too. I want to protect black women too. And they'll send me videos, and, they just want to get close to me so they can mock me, just so they can start to tear me down and destroy me. So a narcissist will mirror you and steal your personality from you. They will steal your personality to become you, to study you, and the agenda is to later devalue and destroy you down the line. They got to get close to you. They got to act like a groupie and a fan. They got to act like they love you in order to get close to you. Then they latch on to you, study you, and then they begin the process of devaluation. It's really sick, y'all. So if you've ever had a toxic friend mirror you, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. I also have spoken about gaslighting, projection, passive aggressiveness, the victim mindset. When you call them out on bad behavior or bring up an issue, automatically it's woe is me, I'm the victim, because they're not going to take accountability. So this week I'm going to wrap up the friendship videos, the toxic narcissistic friends. I'm burning up. It's so hot in here. So in this video, give me a second. I'm going to take off my sweater, guys, because it's hot. I'm humid. In this video, I want to talk about another way that you can spot or identify a narcissistic friend amongst a group of friends, right? If you have your suspicions up, I hope all my videos have helped you like solidify, those gut feelings You know, you knew something was off, but you couldn't put a finger on it. Yeah, my videos should really help you, you know, figure this shit out. If somebody got one time to play with me, I don't go back and forth with these little bitty feelings. When I feel like something is wrong, I stand 10 toes down on my decision. I don't play with my gut. I don't play with my intuition. I don't play with my discernment. When I say I'm blessed with the gift of discernment, it's nothing to play with. God has really blessed me, and I have not been wrong. Every time I've made a conscious decision to cut somebody off that I found out was playing me behind my back or doing some snake shit, I've never been wrong. I've never been wrong about anybody I've cut off. Never, not once in my life. Never. That's how confident I am about my discernment and my intuition. I trust it 100,000%. It's a God-given gift, and I want you to develop your discernment. I want you to develop your God-given gift and your intuition so you can stop letting people play with you and coming out of your life and do mean things to you and backstab you. We're not having that. You don't need that type of energy around you. So in this video, I want to talk about another way, because I've listed several ways, but here's another way that you can spot a narcissist amongst your group of friends. I like to call it the high school mentality. When there's a narcissist, it could be one narcissist in a group of friends, right? The narcissist, you have to remember, is a child trapped in an adult body, which means the narcissist is immature. They're very childish. They're infantile. They're very infantile, very immature. And everything they do and say is like, it comes from the mouth of a child, you know, and you have to like tell them how to behave maturely and how to handle things maturely, how to approach situations and how to do conflict resolution. They don't know how to do any of that on their own, because if they do it on their own, they're going to fuck it up. They don't know how to handle anything maturely. So think childlike. So when you have one narcissist amongst a group of friends, what's going to start happening? Things are going to begin to start feeling like high school. And what do I mean by high school? Well, go back in time. When you were in high school, how many cliques were there? And when I say cliques, there were always the cliques of the popular kids, the cheerleaders, the jocks, the athletes. The athletes are the jocks, whatever. There was always these cliquish groups of people who thought they were always better. They were arrogant. They were snobby. They were rude. They were condescending in high school. I know I can remember several of those people that I went to high school with that behaved like that. And you would never see them alone. When they were verbally abusive or, acting snobby, they always would roll around in groups. They would hang in groups because they're so weak and insecure. They could never just attack somebody one-on-one. They always got to have their posse or their group or their clique with them. Well, that's high school. Okay, that's a high school mentality. And unfortunately, we have adults in their 40s and 50s that still have that same fucking mentality like they're back in high school 20, 30 years ago. So when you're dealing with a narcissist in a group setting of friends, the narcissist is going to turn everything into a high school setting. Now, I'll give you an example. Like I said in my other videos, when the group of friends is together, the narcissist is on his best behavior. He's going to be charming and polite. He's going to crack jokes. He's going to be the life of the party. He's going to woo everybody. Everyone's going to fall in love with him. He's excellent in front of a group. Okay, he's on his best behavior in front of a group. Now, this is where the manipulation and the snake-like behavior kicks in. When he gets all the friends alone individually, he has to spend time with each friend individually, because that is where he's going to study, mimic, copy, and mirror everyone's personality individually. He's going to get everybody alone to himself individually. And that's where he's going to study everybody's personality. He's going to, I can get this out of her, and I can get money out of her, and I can get those resources. He's studying everybody to see what he can get out of everybody. But he's also studying everyone to see who's weak, who will be the weakest and easiest target to manipulate and step on, and who can he turn into the scapegoat. So how does he do this? Well, he has to build an alliance. He has to build an alliance individually with everybody. So he has this way of approaching everyone and making everyone feel like, hey, you my girl, you my best friend. He'll come gossip. He'll suck you into his gossip. He'll make you feel like y'all are best friends from 30 years ago. He'll get you real comfortable. He'll build alliances individually with every friend in that group. Then what he'll do is he'll start talking about everybody to each other. He'll talk about people behind their backs. He'll bounce around to each friend and he'll go over here and say one thing about this friend and one thing about that friend. So this is what we call triangulation, right? This is what we call triangulation. But the narcissist has to build small alliances with all of these friends in the group individually. I feel like I'm losing my voice because I was yelling earlier. So the reason that he builds alliances, should anyone have a problem with the narcissist or want to confront the narcissist or even cut the narcissist off, he's not going to like it. So he relies on these little alliances that he has built behind everybody's back. So if you cut the narcissist off or you catch him doing some snake-like shit and you say, oh, I can't fuck with you like that, goodbye. He's going to go over here to the other friend or the other friends, and he's going to try to turn those friends against you. He doesn't know how to resolve conflict peacefully or very maturely. So the first thing he's going to do is get defensive and he's going to play victim. He's going to go into that victim mentality. Then he's going to proceed to turn everybody against you. He's going to go to your other friends and proceed to try to turn them against you. He's going to talk shit about you. He's going to call you out of your name. He's going to want to, totally immature. And this is where you're going to find out if those other group of friends, if they're narcissistic, they're going to jump on the bandwagon and help him gang up on you. If your friends are not narcissistic, they're going to say, I don't do drama. I don't want to be a part of this. This is not what I do. I don't get down like that. That's between you and her. It's not for me. See, a mature person knows how to handle conflict resolution. The narcissist is immature. The narcissist is going to want to rage, go off, argue, confront, everything except handle things maturely and peacefully and very tactfully. Okay, so the high school mentality is the way that the narcissist prefers to handle things. Very childish. He cannot deal with you one-on-one. He has to latch on to somebody to help him, come against you. He needs backup. He needs an enabler. He needs flying monkeys. He'll never come at you one-on-one. He's got to latch on and use somebody as a tool to help him do his dirty work, or he'll use or send somebody to do his dirty work. But he'll never do it one-on-one because he's a fucking coward and he's insecure and he's weak. That's shit that we used to do in high school. When you're 40 and older and you're grown, you ain't got time for shit like that. You cut your losses and you move the fuck on. You don't get on no high school shit. But the narcissist, no. The narcissist is petty. The narcissist is childish, and the narcissist lives for drama. And they will always resort to the high school mentality. Y'all let me know in the comment section if you've ever had to deal with someone this childish. They were 30, 40 years old and older, and they were acting like they were in fucking high school when it came to conflict resolution. Spiritual Whistleblower here, Houston, Texas. I'll see y'all on Saturday. I love y'all. I'm losing my voice. Let me go drink some tea. Love y'all.